Vinicius, this is not your first time, right?
No, it's not my first time.
Okay, just to be sure. Gisele is here today as a listener, not as a speaker, so she'll be joining us just to understand how this meeting will work. Okay, so it will be just you and me, Vinicius, talking. And Gisele, if you want to share something, if you want to answer some questions, you feel free to turn on your microphone, interrupt me, and say, "Oh, Sarah, I want to answer that, please." Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Great. All right, so you guys have the questions. We are live on YouTube, and we are ready to go. So to introduce myself, my name is Sarah. I'm 26. I live in Viçosa, Minas Gerais. I work as a software developer. I love coffee and pizza and plants. I love to take care of my plants. And that's it. Vinicius, can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure. I'm Vinicius. I'm from Avaré. It's a small city in São Paulo state. I work as a software engineer as well. I'm living in Curitiba right now. I'm 32 years old. I'm married, no kids. I don't like coffee, unfortunately, but I really love the smells. I guess that's it.
A software developer who doesn't like coffee. That's
Yeah,
rare.
my wife always say that. Why? How dare you be a developer if you don't drink any coffee? But I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess if when I drink coffee, I don't sleep, because I guess I'm a bit sensitive to caffeine or something like that.
Yeah, I don't feel that anymore. I can drink a bottle of coffee and go to sleep like a baby. But sad for you, Vinicius.
Yes, it's really sad.
All right, guys. So for the people who are watching us on YouTube, Talk and Talk is a speaking platform where we can practice our English skills, our Spanish, Italian, and French skills. So if you have more interested in getting to know Talk and Talk, you can go to talkandtalk.com.br. Okay. So Gisele, do you want to speak a little bit about yourself? Do you want to introduce or no? Your mic is off.
Yes, my name is Gisele. I'm living in Spain, Grenada. I have 38 years old. At the moment, I don't working. I love it, coffee. Love it, love. But I'm pregnant. And that is all.
Great, Gisele. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So you have the questions in the chat. We're going to start answering, okay? So question number 2. Do you like celebrating achievements in your life? A promotion, a new house, a pregnancy? So Vinicius, can you start?
Sure. Normally, yes. I try because of the pandemic. I guess we needed to celebrate any chance we have, any small victory. Like be alive to another day. It's a good point. But yes, promotions, new house. I guess it's all achievement in your life. I think we need to celebrate because it's we have a lot of like I always say to my wife, we we have a lot 7-1 every day, like it's a bit sad, and we need to celebrate small victories as well, a good week, sunny day. In Curitiba is not so common, but a sunny day we can celebrate as well. you know. How about you, Sarah? Do you usually celebrate?
Well, I think no. I celebrate, but just to myself, because I have this idea in my mind that if I am too happy, if I'm very happy with something in my life, something bad is gonna happen. I don't know why. Since I was little, I think like that, and I know that's not a good way to think. But so I try to not celebrate things in a very large way. I don't know, tell my boyfriend, tell my mom and my dad that I got a job, for example, or something like that. But I don't do a big thing about it. Gisela, do you want to answer or do you want to skip that? No? All right. Question number 3. What about special dates? Anniversary, Christmas, New Year, Valentine's Day. Do you celebrate them, Vinicius?
Yes, I need to. My wife loves that data, so I need to. But I don't know. I think I don't like a lot of things. A lot of people's in some datas, like Christmas, because I have a really big family, so I don't like a lot of people, and so it's a complicated for me, like New Year, and I just think about New Year's every year, and it's like an excuse for everyone, like, oh, next year I will be a better person, I will run or swim or something like that, and usually the people don't do that because of the carnival, like year just become in in Brazil after carnival, and that's after the middle of years, after the New Year's, and a lot of years goes away, and the people just don't do anything. So I like this data, but I think I don't I try don't care so much about them to don't have any a lot of expectations about these datas. How about you? Do you like this special dates?
I think I think a little bit like you, and I don't like crowded spaces. So New Year's Eve is like a day with a lot of people, a lot of, I don't know, crowd spaces that I don't feel comfortable being in those spaces. I don't have great social skills either. So I really like, how can I say that? I have a low social battery. So if I spend a lot of hours with many people in a room, I don't know, I just want to go home and be alone and watch my movies and play my games. So I like to celebrate, but it has a limit. I prefer to celebrate just with my family and in my house, so I can just stop the celebration and say goodbye, guys. I'm going to my room. Yeah, but that's it. Gisele, do you want to answer this? No? All right. Do you understand the question? Okay, great.
I understand, but I'm not vocabulary. Não tenho vocabulário para formar uma frase, sabe?
If you want to, try after, if you want to try later to mix Portuguese and English to make a sentence, you can do that, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Question number 4. Do you feel that I'm
Hello.
back. Hi. My
Uh,
connection was bad. Sorry, guys. So,
oh
Vinicius,
sure. Was four?
question number 4.
Oh, okay. Do you feel that celebration is important? Mm, I guess depends on the celebration, of course. But like I said, because of the pandemic, I guess little celebrations are important for ourselves, for our mind, for our body as well. Um, but like you said, I in fact don't like so much. I just goes to more for my family and that stuff. But I really don't like. I just want to be with my wife in my home, just watching some movies, listening some music. I don't like a lot of celebrations, but you know, I live in Curitiba, so my family is living a small city. It's a little. It's far away from here. In fact, 6 hours from traveling. I guess it's a bit far away from here. And my mom, my dad really really love celebrations. So I need going there. But in fact, I don't like celebrations. I just like being by myself. But the society always say, "Oh, you need to see a doctor. You have the pressure or something like that." But I don't believe it. I just like be alone person. It's more simple. And I don't know. What do you think about it? Do you feel? Do you need celebrate with another person?
I think we're very similar because, yeah, I don't like celebrating. I like being alone. And there's a big difference between depression, being depressed, and I like to be alone. So, yeah, I don't see that as a problem also. And I accept that I am like that I'm an introvert. I like to be alone. So I don't celebrate too much, but I think it's very important to celebrate and to be thankful for the small things, because I think that when you celebrate, you are thankful. So, I am thankful for my house. I'm thankful for my breakfast. So sometimes, and those little conquests, like I got a job, I got pregnant, that is also reason to celebrate. But I don't celebrate too much.
Uh, I normally do for myself, but when you have small victories on the day, like you understand all movie that you watch in English, or you may resolve a really tough bug, like was a little hard and you resolve it. So it's a small victories on the day, like you go to your bed and you think, oh, my day was good, like I was not like another session like every day in Brazil, but I think these small celebrations are important, like you be a positive person, because if you just think about the Brazil nowadays, oh God, you probably will cry, like milk, it's almost 10 reais, I guess, and you just think, okay, I will die probably. So I think we need celebration small pictures, like the smaller ones, it's good.
Yeah, you're so right, Vinicius. I agree with that. Zeddy, do you want to add something to that? No? All right. That's okay. I'm just gonna keep asking, because if you want to take a chance, you just turn on your mic. All right. Question number 5, guys. How do you usually celebrate? With your family and friends, host a party, dinner in a restaurant? For me, I love dinner in a restaurant. I love, love, love. I think that's the best option. Or to order pizza in my house. That is the kind of the celebration that I like. What about you, Vinicius?
I totally agree. I think I really love dinner with my wife. I I like no another place, like just a random place, we just put on Google and find some place and oh, okay, let's go in there. A lot of times we pay a lot for not so good food, like it's not so great. So, but a lot of times we know a great place, to dinner, and normally we have some um we we try do this uh one time for week or two time for week, try to goes out, like we always say, see people, like because my wife is a developer as well, and so we just need our computers, food, and energy, internet to live. So it's simple, but we do this because, like I said, I don't like a lot of people. My wife as well. So we force us to see other people, because I think it's necessary. Uh, I guess it's okay, but I I think it's dinners and see, here in Curitiba there's a lot of parks. I don't know if you guys know Curitiba, but it's a great city and has a lot of parks and nature. So it's great. So we try do different things, but dinner always it's the best way to celebrate anything.
That's a great way to improve your social skills, right? To go out, to see other people. I had the same problem. For a year, I spent, I don't know, most of my time in my house, and I was having lunch in my house, all the meals in my house, and was the middle of the pandemic, so we cannot go out. But eventually, the rules of the pandemic were starting to to end, so we could go out, we could go to restaurants, and I started thinking, oh my God, I need to see people because I'm being very intolerant to people nowadays because I lost the way to deal with different people in my day. So I started to have lunch in a restaurant near my house instead of cooking here. And yeah, it's good because I don't like to be, I'm not a very social person, but we have to improve our social skills sometimes.
Yes, yes. And one important point is because of the pandemic, I think I have lost my skills, like communication with another people. It's easy when you know the person, of course, and it's just a talk. But I guess in this point it helped me a lot, because I need to talk with another person that I didn't know some minutes ago, so it's okay. But when we are with the person, like physical, it's complicated because you say hi and the person say hi, you say how are you, and that's it. You say, oh, okay, let's talk about the weather or something like that. It's complicating. Internet is easier because you just it's more easy, you just googled something and you just say for the people. But I guess I'm getting better nowadays. I I know some waiters, some some guys in the restaurant that I normally go. I I'm getting better, I guess.
Yeah, you know what I've realized these days? I was walking on the street and I don't know, I saw two old people talking, and I think they have greater abilities of speaking to each other. No, I think we are younger and we are affected by technology. So we are slaves of text messages and faster ways to communicate, you know. And old people, they master the ability of talking to each other about anything, you know, just sit together and talk all day long. I don't know if I have that skill because I will get tired of speaking to someone. You know, my boyfriend and I got COVID these days, and we spent like a week together. We didn't have any topic to talk about anymore. It was, I don't know, it was desperate. So we started doing things. We started cleaning the house and watching movies because we ran out of topics to talk about. Yeah. So moving on, guys. Question number 6. Do you celebrate the little things? A good family dinner, a beautiful flower that bloom in your house? Well, we've answered that, right? Vinicius
Yeah.
talked to us about that. Do you want to add something, Vinicius?
No, I guess I said
right.
before.
Do you want to say something, Giselle, about this? No? All right. Do you understand the question, right? Okay, great. Question number 7. Do you celebrate other people's conquests? Like your friend got a job, your mom bought a house. Do you celebrate those things? How do you celebrate those things? Vinicius.
Yes, normally yes. I like celebrate when my wife had some victories in her job because she's a woman, and IT for women, it's a difficult word, you know, like she says something and a lot of developers don't agree because she's a woman. So, you know, like when she's right and the people, okay, you were right, I think it's a good way to to celebrate because it's complicated, you know, you are a developer, so you know what I'm talking about. So, but yes, for friends, I don't have a lot of friends, you know, because I'm not so talk so communicate people. But yes, I have some coworkers. I I like when they had some dream to become true, you know. And my parents, yes, but I guess my parents has a lot of things already, so they don't buy a house or a car or something like that because they already have. So my father just say, "Oh, I buy another car or I buy another thing," and okay, congrats, father. But you know, it's a normal thing for them. I guess the the generation before us celebrate more the things, you know, like us. They think, oh, okay, I buy a house, and we just, you know, like, oh, I buy a house but I want a better house, you know, like we don't we in fact we just think it to have a bigger house, a better car or something like that. And I think we just forgot that we had nothing in the beginning, you know, like when I started to work, I had nothing. And nowadays I have a lot of things, you know, and I just keeping buying another things like a new cell phone, a new notebook, um, a better internet, you know. And but I think I'm happy for the people when they had some dream become true. But I don't know. I don't think for myself that, I celebrate more for another people than myself. I don't know if you do the same thing, but I guess I don't know. It's a mistake for me, but I think that.
Yeah, I feel that because I don't celebrate too much, I think I am wrong. And when people conquer something, I want to celebrate with them too much, because I think they are different from me and they like to celebrate and I don't. So my work here is to cheer for them, is to be happy for them, and to be a positive person. So I try to do that as much as I can, to be a good friend, to be a good daughter, a good girlfriend, and cheer for them. But I cannot fake happiness, I cannot fake that I'm very happy. Oh my God, you got a job. I'm happy. Oh, you got a job. But yeah, that's it. That is my celebration. No, I don't do a party. I am not the person who throws you a surprise party, for example. I don't know how to do that. I don't know.
Yeah, yes, I guess the problem for people like us, it's because how the society expects us to our reactions, like, oh my God, you have a new job, and yes, I get a new job, and why you don't so happiness, and they just say, oh, okay, I'm happy, but you're not so happy, you're not celebrating the, okay, I'm happy, but on my way, So I think it's more complicated how we need to deal with the expectation to from the other people, like, oh, you have a new car. So a lot of people say, oh, congrats, you have a new car, and that stuff, and they just, okay, I get a new car because I work a lot. I just have the money. The guy just want to sell the car, and I bought the car. That's it, like something like. And but my mom always say, "Oh, you're not happy. Why?" I just say, "I'm happy. I'm here." In fact, and you're not smiling, you're not screaming or something like that. And I just, okay, okay, yeah, I'm happy. That's it. So like you said, I'm not like a surprise party person. Like in fact, I don't like so much surprise, but I think the harder for me it's how to deal with the expectation from my parents, from my friends, from my wife. I'm happy, but I'm not a shiny, really really shiny person to when I'm happy. I guess that's the problem for me.
That's a great point, Mrs. I feel the same. In your example of the car, I will be very happy to enjoy my new car throughout the days, like 2 weeks later after I bought the car, I'm driving up and I was like, oh my God, thank God that I bought this car because it's very comfortable. This is my way of celebrating because I don't celebrate right at the moment when I bought it. I'll be happy like you, but I don't make a party about it. But later I'll be thankful and celebrate in my own way because I did something, because I got a job, because I bought a car. Yeah. I think it's my way to celebrate is a better way than just to be happy for one day. I'll be happy for the other days to come. All right. Gisele, do you want to say something? No? Do you want to tell us if you celebrate your pregnancy? If you do, if you don't, did you make a party?
No.
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 Did you make how can I say that? A gender reveal party?
No.
No? And you
It's
celebrate
complicated. It's a complicated.
Oh, it's complicated. All right. No more of that. Let's go to the next question. Are you a software developer too, Gisele?
Como?
Are you a software developer?
No.
No? All right. No. So question number 7, guys. Do you celebrate, question number 8. In a work environment, do you think it is important to celebrate the company's conquests? And here, I think not just the company's conquests, but your partner's conquests, little conquests that you achieve in the company. What do you think, Vinicius?
I don't think so. I'm not so good person like you. I think companies conquest it's more like for companies, for the owners, like they can buy a new car with my effort, like it's not so great. But I work with a lot of person. I'm happy with the conquest for the person that I like my coworkers or something like that, but not for the company, because I my wife always say one thing, and I think it's the truth, for Brazil, for example. All the companies in here, it's the same, like we always say, just change the CNPJ, like it's the same, you goes in there, you have a onboarding, you develop something, or resolve some problems, they paid for you do this, and in the final, if you don't do your job like a great and happy person, they just fired you. So, it's the same. I guess a lot of companies are the same in Brazil. So I think I feel happy for the person co-working, or my my boss or something, but not for the company. Company, it's just earn money with my effort. So I don't know if I feel happy. Of course, if the company will pay more or something, but it's normally the owner be buy a better house, a better car, and make a great travel, but it's not for employees, like Conquer for company is same like a better house for the owner, I guess. But it's just my opinion, of course.
Yeah, I get you, but I don't know, when the company that I'm working achieves something, I feel like I am part of something big. I don't know, I have this need to feel like I belong to something, like I belong to a group, and that I made that thing happen with my effort, and that thing happened with my help. So I like celebrating big conquests, big achievements of the company that I'm working, but especially the co-workers. I think, mm, uh, yeah, in your way of thinking, Vinicius, I think I'll be happier if a co-worker buy a house than the company's owner buy a house. Okay, guys. Question number 9. Is there anything you dislike about a celebration? Yeah, we said that a lot. I don't like the crowded kind of thing, like in New Year's Eve. And I don't like to be speaking with a lot of people for many hours. I like to speak like 1 or 2 hours and then go home. What do you think, Vinicius?
Yes, I totally agree. I I dislike a lot of things on celebrations. In fact, um, I think the problem is uh, a lot of people don't know why they are celebrating, anything, like Christmas, New Year, or a lot of things, they uh just want uh work, like it's holiday, so okay, let's celebrate, but they don't know why. And I think it's a problem for me. And the for me, be a happy person on celebrates, like, oh, you're not smiling for everyone. My mom always say that for me. Oh, you don't smile for the people, so the people think you are sad all the time. But I really don't care about it. Like, in fact, I tried don't. And I don't like a lot of people, like you said. I really love to see a show, like um, these days. Me and my wife were in Metallica. Was, well, amazing show. It's really really good. And I guess August have Iron Maiden in here, so it's a great show as well. But on this case, I need to, I'm not a rich person, so I can just uh, take a private show for me. So I need to be in there with a lot of person. But on only this case that I have no option, so I go there. I think it's a celebration, because for me, I like I said, I I had not a lot of money some years ago, and I'm okay right now. I get a good money every month. My wife as well. So I think when I I goes in a show, or in a place that I really want to, it's a way to celebrate. For me, it's a good thing. But only this time. Another time I rate to be with a lot of people.
Yeah, because when you are going to a concert or a show, you know that you're gonna deal with a lot of people with a crowded space. So you kind of prepare mentally to go to that place. But when you go to, I don't know, a birthday party, you don't know how many people are gonna be there. You just wanna, I don't know. I get you. I like going to concerts and shows. And even though I don't like crowded spaces and I hate people spilling their drinks over me, people stepping on my foot, I hate that. But I can face that. I can go through that just to see my favorite band. Yeah, I will go to a concert for sure. And that is a good kind of celebration. Celebrate the things that you achieve, the money that you earn. So I earned this money. Let's make something good out of it. Let's go to restaurant. Let's go to shows. Let's buy an Alexa, an instrument, a new fridge. I think that's a way of celebrating all the effort that you did.
Yeah, I have a question. I always say that, but do you think the Brazilian, everyone, have problem with talk about money? Because I always think, like, a lot of people don't want talk about the money, like, oh, it's a forbidden word, like you say money and the people. And I don't think so. I think we need to talk about money, because we work a lot for earn this money. And but I think when you are like celebrating because you have money to go on a concert show, or and a lot of people disagree, like, you just spend a lot of money and you need to help the poor peoples in the world or something like that. And they just think, why And what do you think? I guess money is a complicated word in Brazil.
I don't know if that is only in Brazil, but I feel that Brazilians are, they generally has a poor mentality. You know, like they, we are used to being poor, being marginalized. I don't know if that's the word. And when we face a rich person, we think that they are bad, they are wrong, they are going in the wrong way, because the right way, the way that we are used to go, is to be poor, is to work a lot and just earn a little money and complain about having just a little money. And yeah, I don't agree with that. I want to be rich. I want to have a good money to be comfortable throughout my life. I'm not rich, but I'm not complaining, you know. I want to try harder to have the life that I know I deserve to have. So I know that speaking about money is complicated in Brazil. That is why I make sure to, I don't know, tell my friends about my paycheck. I'm not ashamed of telling them how much I earn, because I know that maybe this will help them compare what they earn and if they are earning good or bad in their companies. So yeah, I don't say my paycheck to everyone, my salary to everyone, but you know, you got the point, you know, just to help my friends. I am not ashamed of speaking about money and telling the price of a water bottle, you know, the price of my chair. I'm not ashamed of that, because things have costs. And yeah, I got a little confused, but I think that you got
Yes,
it right.
yes, no, I totally agree because I guess the problem is the person don't like talk about the money because they spend a lot of more than earn money, you know, like have a lot of things to pay, I guess. But you know, I always think because I have some friends, they don't work with IT because nowadays we know IT it's have a great salary, you know, like it's not like another jobs. And you know, sometimes the people just say for you, oh, you just saying you earn a lot of money because you want show up, you know, like you just. But I always say, oh, I started earning like really a low salary, and nowadays I'm okay. You know, I don't have a lot of things. I don't earn a lot of money, but you know, it's okay to talk about it. But you know, my brothers always say, "Oh, you just say this because you have a lot of money. You know, you have the chance to buy the stuffs because you have money." So I think in I still think in Brazil money is like a forbidden word. You know, like you don't say about these things because you have bad luck, something like that.
Yeah, that's a great thing that you shared with us, Vinicius, because I think the same. It's a very delicate topic. We are always want a lot of stuff. We always want the fancy cars, the mansions, but sometimes we are not ready to work for them. That is the way that I think. Of course, there are other variables in this math problem. Like if you are born in a hard condition, your family doesn't have money to help you. It's different, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about how people envy the achievements, but they don't envy the work that you did to achieve that. So your brothers, they don't envy your work, you know, your day-by-day work. You just envy that you can buy a good car, for example.
Yeah. Giselle, do you live in Spain, right?
Yes, I'm living in Spain.
Yeah, it's more natural talk about money there.
Posso responder em português?
Sure.
Vinícius, aqui as pessoas praticamente não falam muito sobre salário, assim, sabe, sobre dinheiro, porque eu acho que é diferente. Como que eu posso te explicar? Aqui não existe, digamos, muito pobre, né? Assim, pessoas têm, assim, mas é muito pouco. E quando as pessoas são milionárias, não tem os problemas que a gente tem no Brasil, porque as pessoas milionárias, elas se mesclam muito com as pessoas normais. Assim, elas te tratam muito de igual. Assim, um exemplo, a esposa do meu gerente da minha conta bancária, ela trabalha de limpadora. Ela é uma pessoa que trabalha fazendo limpeza em casa. Então, isso aqui é muito comum, entendeu? Porque uma pessoa, ela pode perfeitamente ganhar 1.500 euros, que é mais ou menos a base de salário, 1.200, 1.500 euros, que é o que uma limpadora ganha. E uma pessoa, por exemplo, como um gerente bancário, não ganha como muito 2.500 euros. Então, não é uma diferença enorme como a gente vê no Brasil, de uma pessoa ganhar um salário mínimo e um gerente bancário ela vai ganhar 6, 7 mil reais, entendeu? Então, as pessoas, elas falam muito, mas elas se sentem muito confortáveis em falar. Por quê? Porque elas, além disso, elas se planejam. Então, por exemplo, não é assim no Brasil. Ou você tem condições e vai viajar, e você viaja muito, ou você nunca viaja. Aqui não, as pessoas se organizam, as pessoas, elas tiram verão, vamos tirar férias em família. E vão mesmo, e tipo, ela pode ganhar um salário mínimo, que é 1.200 euros, ela vai sair de férias, ela vai tirar 15 dias, ela vai alugar um apartamento, ela vai sair de férias. Então, as pessoas não têm muito problema para falar sobre isso, mas é claro, elas estão um pouco sentam numa mesa e ficam, né, falando dos seus logros e tudo isso. Eu acho que é diferente a forma, assim, que é falado, mas as pessoas falam bastante, assim, sobre isso, sobre dinheiro e tudo.
That's I love TNT because we know other people that's in another country. We know about the other culture, like, and that's great because here it's not so balanced, like it's just balancing fact, like an employee have one salary, minimum salary, and like a developer I can earn like 20 salaries. It's really disbalanced, I guess, but it's great. I really I want to move to Spain in some years, so I really want to know how the things works. I don't have it, like USA dream, like the people say it's USA dream. I want to live in a country that I have quality of life, like I work and I have a job and I can buy my stuffs and just live with no violence or less violence. I guess it's more like you live in USA and buy a great house, a great car, and a lot of stuff. That's why I want to move to Spain in some years. But thanks for the information.
Uma coisa, aproveitando o que você falou, Vinícius, eu também nunca tive o sonho de ir para os Estados Unidos. Exatamente assim, porque eu acho que as pessoas se matam muito, e não acho que é errado, né, por conquistar e mostrar para os outros o que conquistou, e não para viver bem. Então, eu sempre pensei muito em viver na Europa, né? A Espanha foi um lugar que eu vim porque eu tinha conhecidos aqui. E exatamente isso, assim, você tendo uma condição, assim, sabe? Você ganhando seu salário, você tem uma condição de vida muito boa, você pode fazer suas viagens, até porque é muito fácil você viajar dentro da Europa, né? E você tem uma qualidade de vida ótima. Eu muitas vezes converso com a minha mãe, agora a gente está no verão aqui, insuportável, inclusive, e a gente sai tranquilamente, meia-noite, 1 hora da manhã, para, tipo, sabe, pegar um ar e tudo, sabe? Isso é muito comum aqui. Muitas vezes eu vou jantar com algumas amigas, ou então estou vindo à noite, minha mãe, nossa, mas é muito tarde, você está andando sozinha. E não tem problema nenhum, você vê com seu celular na mão, e tudo isso, assim, sabe? E é essa qualidade de vida que eu acho, assim, bem interessante e que é muito comum aqui. Tem as suas coisas, tem, mas assim, não é normalmente que tem, que é perigoso.
Yes, great. I think
Thank you.
if you
Okay.
goes, Sarah, in your city, like 1 a.m., probably someone will stole us, like, like 1 a.m. is not so safe time for Brazil, like 8 p.m. in the maximum.
For sure. Yeah, this would be a dream. I also have a Europe dream, not a USA dream. Because I think that is what Gisele said. Europe has life quality above all, not buying stuff above all. I feel that going to USA, you are able to afford a lot of things. Going to Europe, you are able to have a good life quality. Okay, guys. So I sent you guys in the chat the YouTube video that we are live right now. So if you can go and like the video, please, it will be a great help for us. And the survey link, so you can evaluate this meeting, evaluate me as a host, evaluate the theme, give your suggestions of other themes. All right. So that's it for today, guys. I have to end this meeting right now, but thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Vinicius and Gisele. Gisele, I hope that you feel more comfortable as the days pass to speak in English, all right? I hope that you feel safe here in Talk and Talk.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.